Welcome into Tiger Talks Wrestling. I am your host, Tony. I am joined today by my co-host, Mr. Awesome, and our very special guest. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Tiger Talks Wrestling. I am, of course, your host, Tony. Joined by the leader of the pound, the dog. Welcome in, John.
Woo! How's it going?
Oh, it's going. I mean, don't have it on now, but I post a picture of a Lions shirt I was wearing earlier. The Lions could be heading to the Super Bowl tomorrow, so can't complain too much.
I mean, could be such a strong word. Let's be realistic here. I mean, if San Francisco plays like they did last week against Green Bay, the Lions are going to the Super Bowl.
True. Likely. We'll see what happens there. But that's football talk. We're not here for football. We're here for wrestling. We're here for the Royal Rumble. And so, since we're talking WWE and Royal Rumble stuff, though, I'm not going to really harp on it, but of course there was huge news coming out the last few days. Some good, some bad. Got to talk about how there's a new member of the board of directors for TKO in Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who now also owns the trademark of The Rock, which is great. So he is now really at the head of the table.
Exactly.
Nudge, nudge. But also that same day that we heard he signed to be a member of the board of directors, we also have off of television and streaming on Netflix. I've seen mixed reviews on that, but I personally think this could be big for Netflix at least.
Yeah, I think it's more for Netflix keeping their customers and not losing all the ground they've made up, you know.
Right? I think they'll gain a lot of customers too, personally. I know I'll be one of them because I don't have Netflix currently, but...
Well, I don't technically have Netflix.
It'll be interesting to see, though, the USA Network's contract. Yeah. Well, you have it in the house anyway.
Exactly.
But it'll be interesting to see what happens with Monday Night Raw for the couple months before 2025, because their contract with USA Network is up at the end of September. So they're still supposed to reveal in the next couple months, or soon anyways, what they're going to do for that last couple months of 2024 as well for Raw.
Just air it on Peacock.
It would seem like USA would, maybe.
Yeah.
I could say either that, or it would seem like USA would potentially give them an extension to do have SmackDown starting on USA Network after September. So we'll see what happens with that. I won't dive into the bad stuff too much, but of course, more allegations against Mr. McMahon. Like I said, I won't go into what the allegations were against him, but not good look for him. He has stepped down from his duties as part of the board of directors for TKO, which is great, with the allegations against him. But it alters a little bit of a plan for the Royal Rumble match itself as well, because of the certain wrestler that was also named but not fully named in the indictment as well. So Brock Lesnar is not supposed to be a part of the Royal Rumble event anymore, like he originally was supposed to be this year. So it'll be interesting to see how things play out for Brock Lesnar going forward as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the main news. Now we jump into the matches that we've got scheduled for the Royal Rumble tonight now. I'm going to keep an eye on the chat section. It shows that we got 4 viewers. I put that comment there for a reason. We want to get your guys' predictions. And you can also give us, we're going to do more than just give our prediction of who's going to win for these 2 Royal Rumble matches, as you'll find out. We want your guys' opinions for each one of the sections that we give predictions for as well. For anybody in the chat section. So, but I bring that up because the first match that's supposed to kick off the Royal Rumble as of a couple hours ago is supposed to be the women's Royal Rumble match. 30 women will vie for the chance to main event, well, be in at WrestleMania. It has a little show here. Once it decides to load again.
Gotta love technology.
Technically, they only have 4 women listed on WWE.com out of the 30. Yes, you do. And they only show 4 names. There we go. Those 4 are the most prominent members of the field that we know of currently. Let's put it that way. You got former Royal Rumble match winner and WrestleMania main eventer, the man, Becky Lynch. You got another former main eventer at WrestleMania in Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE. You got Bayley and you got Nia Jax as the 4. Also, we know for sure from WWE YouTube channel that Alba Fire, Shotzi, Zelina Vega, and Michin will be in the women's Royal Rumble match. I do want to bring up when they showed Alba Fire pick her number, Isla Dawn was with her, and Isla Dawn went to pick a number as well, but Nick Aldis told her, no, you're not in the Royal Rumble match this year. So we'll see how things play out with that. So it's interesting to have Isla Dawn have to sit out, whereas you got, I know who that is. That's not actually my sister that it shows there, but threw me off for a second. But you will have Alba Fire. Why one member of the team and not the other? Who knows? But all right, John. Who do you got? Since you came up with this, I'll let you start. Who you got entering number 1 and number 2 in this year's Women's Royal Rumble match?
So I went back and forth with 2 people for each one on this, but my final thing I came with is entry number 1, Chelsea Green. Entering second, finally the debut of Jade Cargill.
Wow. That's completely different from who I have. That's for sure. So I'm going actually with Becky Lynch kicking off the Royal Rumble match. And I think she's going to start it with her old pal, Bayley, will be number 2 entrant. Because Bayley, when she picked her number yesterday, did not look happy at all. So I have a feeling she got a low number. I wouldn't be surprised to see it be either number 1 or number 2. Who do you think is going to be the Iron Woman of the match?
Well, you're going to be shocked with my answer because it's not Jade Cargill. I think this person's coming in early, and I think it is going to be Bayley.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that does surprise me. Yeah, and honestly, that's my same exact pick. I got Bailey being the Iron Woman in the Rumble match. So we actually think alike on that one. Uh, okay, so who's number 30?
Number
I
30.
know it's different now because you already said my number 30 is who you got.
Number 30, I have. The countdown's going to hit, and you're going to hear the music of AJ Lee.
You think she's going to return, huh?
Yep.
I'd love to see it. We'll see. Yeah, number 30, I've got Jade Cargill returning, if you didn't catch that one. So, making her debut, I should say, not returning.
Right.
Who do you got for a surprise return from injury? As if I have to ask.
Oh, you know, just some girl from the state of New Jersey. I think her name's Liv Morgan.
Why am I not surprised? You got Liv. I've got somebody else who's very familiar with Liv Morgan, a former tag team partner with Liv, for that matter. Raquel Rodriguez returning in the Rumble match. Who's your one NXT woman that you think is going to be in the Rumble?
See, you think you probably know my answer because as
like
much as I want to say Nikita, it's actually going to be the Barbie doll herself, Tiffany Stratton.
Well, we think alike again because that's who I got too. After the year she had, the rivalry with Becky Lynch, I could see them having her step in the Royal Rumble match.
I mean, the only other one I could see is
agree
Perez.
and stick with Tiffany Stratton. Yeah, I could see Roxanne Perez being in there again. I believe she was in the Royal Rumble last year.
Yes.
All right, and this one, who do you think's returning to the company?
So, as much as I want to put AJ Lee as this pick, it's not AJ Lee. This pick was very hard because there's two that I really want to use for it. And I got to agree with that right there. It's going to be Naomi. It's going to be Naomi.
That's who you're going with?
Yep.
We think alike again because I got Naomi as well. I agree with Hope. And you. I got Naomi returning as well. Now, this one, I don't think we'll probably pick the same person. We'll see. Who do you think makes their WWE debut in the Women's Royal Rumble?
Well, because I was thinking of being not just debut, in-ring debut. So I had Jade. Yep.
You got Jade? Okay. Yeah. I went outside of Jade Cargill. I think we're going to see the debut of Julia, who is supposed to be signed now with WWE or signing soon. From over in, I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she, of course, is very familiar over in Japan. And I do. Supposed to be getting signed with.
Yeah, I remember seeing the video about that.
Now you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who's your one OMG fantasy wish they were in the Rumble this year?
Well, I know she's not going to be because she's on Impact. I think should be great to see. It's got to be Jordan Grace.
Ooh. Well, I hate to spoil things, but I won't fully spoil it. TNA is supposed to be heavily involved in the Royal Rumble matches tonight.
Well, not to spoil, that's kind of why I went with Jordan Grace over someone
I'm
that
gonna
was
say,
lead to AEW.
yeah. My pick for that is actually somebody who some people probably think will, and I'd love to see it, but I really don't think she will. So that's why I put her as the OMG Fantasies pick. Sasha Banks. For me. I'd love to see Sasha return. I just don't think it's in the cards though.
Right.
Hope says she wants Mickey James in the Rumble. Hey, that could potentially happen.
I mean, wouldn't it be the first
time? Hardcore country yourself. Right? All right. And of course, we're missing one of our friends here, as Eddie is unfortunately unable to join us today. But he did send in his picks. So I'm going to start off with his pick for who he's got winning the Royal Rumble match. He wasn't able to send in for all that other stuff that we just picked for. Man, losing stuff over here. But he did pick Bayley to be the winner of the Royal Rumble match this year. Who do you got, John? Who do you think's picking up the victory in the Royal Rumble match for the women?
Well, I have an issue here because you know who I want to say. We all know who I want to say, but I gotta agree with the New Yorker. It's gonna be Bayley.
Yeah. Man. You see, I'm torn because I feel like it should be Bayley, but I also feel like something's gonna stop Bayley from winning this match. Whether that be Dakota finally getting cleared and being a part of it. Hopes that she swears if Bayley wins, she's gonna punch the wall. Which that's her problem, but
I mean, can we get proof of that if that happens?
I really want to pick Bayley. Oh, sure. I'll make sure I videotape it.
All right.
She has claimed it. But I don't know. This is, like I told you before we went on the air, it feels like this one's up in the air and anybody could win it. I hope would probably tell you her pick was Jade Cargill to win the Royal Rumble match, but I think I got to go with Bayley. I mean, I could see something happening where damage control costs her the match somehow, but I just feel like this is Bayley's year. And she's going to pick up the win, and then we're going to see something happen between now and Mania where she ends up challenging Io instead of Rhea Ripley like she claims.
Right.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
You better not tape it.
If you want to, well, I will.
You better not tape it. I swear I'll punch it harder.
Oh, good for you.
I'm gonna go crazy.
Should be interesting to see those guys. those ladies, I should say, and see if any of those surprise picks potentially could show up in the Rumble.
I just want those two. Maybe a few more.
There's gonna be a lot of surprises.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Considering there's only 8.
It's a Royal Rumble. Obviously, there's going to be returns because it's a Royal Rumble. Yeah.
NXT is probably going to be heavily involved in the show too, I'm sure.
Yeah, because Ava was on Slack.
Yeah.
The Rock's daughter.
We'll move on from there. Once things cooperate.
It doesn't know how.
I'll grab me one of my drinks out of her.
Yeah.
Like a strawberry lemonade.
10 seconds.
All right. Surprisingly, this is the match that's rumored to be taking place after the Women's Royal Rumble.
We don't know if it's actually true. Because, like, they.
There, it's starting to load.
Yay! Finally.
I don't know why I went to that video, but okay.
Never mind.
From last year's Royal Rumble.
That was last year when Cody and Rhea won.
Nothing to do with either one of those.
Oh.
Jeremy.
I've seen your pay-per-views with Premium Live and stuff.
Maybe. There we go. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
I don't want to say it because I want somebody else to win, but I know he's going to win.
As you got the 3 challengers of the Phenomenal One, AJ Styles,
The Viper.
the Viper, Randy Orton, and L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Hello?
No, hello. Yeah. Chief, the head of the table, man who's held the title for way too long.
100 days. Cody should have ended that last year.
The undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the big dog himself, Roman Reigns.
I don't want to say it, but I know it's going to happen because of Solo.
Who do you got in this one, John?
Not what you think. So,
No?
I have a feeling. I
Not
I
really?
don't know why, but I have the gut feeling we're having a new champion tonight. And as much as I want to say it's going to be the megastar, it's not.
The new champion.
I think Randy Orton gets that title.
What about AJ?
AJ's just chopped liver.
AJ's there for a pinfall.
Jeez. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Now you're going to get Styles clapped and kicked in the head.
So, you know, I've gone back and forth between 2 guys in this match.
I don't want to say it, but I know it's going to be that guy.
And honestly, if anybody was to take the title in this match, I agree with you. It'd be Randy Orton. However,
There's always an however, I swear.
I just don't feel like that's going to happen, unfortunately. I gotta agree with Eddie on this one. I gotta go Roman Reigns retaining the Undisputed Championship tonight.
I
would love to see Randy walk out as champion, but I feel like Roman's gonna end up pinning LA Knight to retain the title.
I want AJ to win, but I know Roman's going to retain because of Solo, because Solo can't stay out of Roman's day business.
You're probably right. Solo will get involved, I'm sure.
And then I'm gonna hit the wall so hard I'm gonna.
But the
break my
question
hand.
is,
will he help Roman?
does Solo help Roman? Or does Solo cost Roman?
I would like B, but I think A.
The reason I say that,
It's because.
would you shush for a minute? That's why I don't usually let you in here. Because of what we've been seeing over the last few weeks and how Solo hasn't been able to get the job done for Roman, could that play into Solo deciding to venture off on his own, taking out his own cousin potentially, and costing Roman the title?
Roman gets mad when
I would
the
love it.
bloodline doesn't win things.
Yes. I mean, there was at one point rumors of a Roman versus Solo match at some point this year, so I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but this could be the beginning of it if he turned on Roman here.
I don't think he's gonna win the title if he does face Roman. It's gonna be somebody else, like Cody.
Like I said, if Roman's to lose the title tonight, though, yeah, I agree with you. It'll be Randy that wins it because I just don't see AJ or LA Knight being champion.
And the cool thing with the Roman and Randy, either
Randy
one of
Orton
them have a case to
just
go against.
came back.
Right. But I mean, either, like, out of both of those two guys, either one has a story with Cody.
Very true. Which will bring up a good point, a good conversation when we get to the men's rumble. But
Right.
we'll get there. All right. Which will be shortly because, as mentioned, there's only 4 matches announced for the Royal Rumble, and probably will only be just those 4 matches with how long 3 of the 4 will take.
Royal Rumbles are 1 hour. The U.S. title match and then the Undisputed title.
The Undisputed title match will get close to an hour, I'm sure.
Yeah, if not more. I'm so excited. I've been waiting.
You exaggerate too much.
Thank you.
There's the next match to discuss. As we got the United States Championship on the line. A star, if you will. Oh.
No, not LA.
The mega star. Oh. No, Hitmaker. Logan Paul, anyways, the social media. For the U.S. title, of course, KO had to go through 7 other men to get to this spot, including, of course, one of my favorites from NXT, but that's neither near here nor there at the moment. It was a really fun tournament to watch, and I feel like even though it's been a short build to this match, I like how they played up to it even before that tournament began, and they've had a nice build leading to it, including that brawl that they had at the PC just a couple days ago.
That was so good. Just throwing things at Kevin and stuff.
Yes, Logan Paul threw a bottle of water or Prime, one or the other, at KO.
It better have been one of the bad kinds of Prime, not waste the good stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly Logan threw at him. I just know he threw a drink at him.
A drink. He was drinking it, and then he decided, okay, I'm done with this.
So what do you got for this match, John?
Oh, I got Logan Paul retaining. That's about all I can say about this match.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
No, not really.
I can't talk.
So,
I feel like Logan's gonna come back.
say,
Logan's going to have backup. Jake Paul will be there, or KSI, one of the two losers. And Owens is going to lose. And it's going to set up for something down the road where Sami Zayn will be back. And it'll be an even match.
I could see that. That would be nice. So yeah, Eddie also picked Logan Paul to retain. I am making it 3 for 3. I also have Logan Paul retaining the title. However, I feel like this match will get a rematch at Elimination Chamber probably, and maybe we have KO win the title. But I just feel like somehow either somebody interferes or Logan will just have the brass knucks or whatever. Logan will cheat his way to victory to retain the US title, because I don't see him dropping the title in his very first defense.
No, not at all. He's not Johnny Gargano.
You might think he needs to, but I don't see winning it.
He's held it for 2 months. No defenses, barely been on TV. And literally cheap shots Kevin. I think Kevin's going to win because of his cast. Because Logan Paul said he can't bring the cast he had on. He said nothing about any other cast.
Something like that. I still don't think KO's winning.
Not KO's winning.
You're the only one that thinks so.
If KO wins, it's going to be by DQ.
Yep, that's the only way I see KO winning.
No!
A DQ count out, which I don't think you'll allow a count out. So it's got to be DQ.
No, I don't like.
He's not winning the title.
I don't like when they do count outs. It's dumb.
All right. As we cruise along here, as mentioned, so it's not hard to.
Only 4. It was 5.
Yeah, but
It was just Kevin versus Roman, and then Sami took on Roman, and then hit him off a chair, and Jay walked out.
That was the main event, yes.
Not going to be the main event this time.
Unless things.
What I want to
Oh, I did. Before we go into this, I don't know if you can. I assume you can hear me because I know there it goes. I was gonna say my camera was frozen there for a minute. Before I go into this, there was one other piece of news from WWE that I didn't mention. The fact that SmackDown is missing its lead commentator now, as Kevin Patrick was released by WWE.
He was so bad.
Michael Cole did say yesterday on SmackDown that it was a 1 week only that he's going to be on SmackDown. Who do you think they're going to bring in to be with Corey Graves on SmackDown going forward?
Someone that gives off chemistry where the two would sound like they hate each other, and football season is pretty much done. I feel like it's going to be Pat McAfee.
Now, I'm going to agree, but yet disagree with you. I agree that Pat's going to be on SmackDown. I don't think it's just going to be Pat and Corey, though.
It's going to be another person.
I feel like Pat and Corey are both good at being color commentators. You need a lead commentator, though.
Who could be the lead commentary person?
I have 2 picks.
Who are you?
If they bring in somebody back. Anyways, I have 2 picks. One would be Mauro Ranallo, because he enjoyed his time in NXT when he was the lead commentator there, and Triple H was in charge of things there. Whereas when he came to the main roster, Vince McMahon was in his ear, and he didn't enjoy that. That's why he left.
I was just about to ask what happened.
The other pick might be a very far shot, but I could see it potentially happening, because his contract with the other company is due up very soon. That would be good old JR himself, Jim Ross.
Yep.
That's who you just thought of, wasn't it?
Yep, that's who I just thought of.
What about Jerry the King Lawler?
Love to see JR come back, but we'll see. I feel like it'd be one of those two if they bring somebody back. But with WWE too, they could just bring somebody new in too. Hard to tell.
That's not. I say we already did.
Maybe.
That's why Hogan's coming back.
I would hope they'll go with somebody that's kind of proven though. But we'll see. Oh jeez.
Not Hulk Hogan.
I think honestly,
He's too old to wrestle.
yes, he is. Hulk Hogan will play a part in the Royal Rumble event, but not in any of the matches. I feel like tonight.
Oh, please.
He'll
no.
probably be part of the opening video. He'll be the narrator for the opening video, and then maybe make an appearance to get that Hulkamania 40-year pop. But I don't think he's going to actually wrestle in the Royal Rumble match.
He better not.
But he
He's
will get
70 and
interrupted.
old, and he can't move how he is, and
He
he's
will get interrupted because he's going to
By
start
who?
talking about
Probably
how,
by gender.
no,
I
not gender, not gender. About how he body slammed Andre the Giant. So
No?
Omos enters,
Yeah.
and then
oh my!
Hulk Hogan body slams Omos?
Oh my!
Oh, okay.
He's 70. Give him a break. He doesn't need to be in the Royal Rumble. He'll literally kill himself.
Right.
But he's so freaking old. Even though Vincent is older than him by 8 years.
Oh, he doesn't matter anymore.
Oh,
He's irrelevant in WWE now.
okay.
They have erased a lot of things when it comes to Vince, by the way, in WWE.com and everywhere else. So
It was here and now it's.
now he's gone.
Thank you.
So we move on to the main event now.
Ooh, well, maybe.
What's supposed to be the main event anyway.
Nobody.
Don't check that real quick.
Let's make sure.
Not that. I'm checking something else that somebody just sent me.
Mm.
You see the 11 individuals who have been fully confirmed, but yet there was 3 more men that were confirmed on WWE's YouTube channel yesterday after SmackDown.
Yep.
Being Grayson Waller, Austin Theory, and Carlito. They have pictured there.
And
They will join Judgment Day members R-Truth and Miss Senior, Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura, the almighty Bobby Lashley, the Intercontinental Champion Gunther, Drew McIntyre, Jimmy Uso, Santos Escobar, Kofi Kingston,
Jay.
Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk. Jey Uso has not been confirmed to be in the Royal Rumble match. I'm sure he will be, but
What?
he has not currently been confirmed for the Rumble.
I already know who I'm gonna say for my return.
So, quite the good for you that you got that going. Quite the field that we've got already. Still 16 more individuals to
go.
go,
Oh,
if you
maybe
will,
they
to
could
be in the
all.
match.
Maybe they could all be surprises.
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, some of them are going to be new people, old people,
NXT
and current
people.
people. So with that in mind, John, what do you got starting out the men's Royal Rumble match this year?
starting at entry number 1.
Or do you want me to go first this time?
Oh, you go first this time.
Okay, I'll take first. So I got entrant number 1 in the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble. 1/3 of the bloodline, Jimmy Uso.
He didn't look happy when he picked his number.
Exactly.
That's why we say number 1, because he didn't look happy when he picked his number. He was like...
And then entrant number 2. Just me, Oos. Day 1-ish. You get the standoff. The brothers starting off the Royal Rumble match. Jey Uso, number 2. Jimmy and Jay kicking off the Royal Rumble.
Oh my gosh, that would be so freaking good.
Leading into their match at the WrestleMania, by the way.
Oh, I want them to make it weapons.
So who you got, John? That's my picks.
So I have one of those. But at entry number 1,
Yeah?
we have the defending Royal Rumble champion, Cody Rhodes. At entry number 2
Oh.
is
Interesting.
going to be Jimmy Uso.
That would be an interesting.
I originally, until watching SmackDown,
You have
I
to think
originally had
quick here if you're thinking.
I originally had Cody versus Shinsuke in the start of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Until Jimmy officially got put in there?
Oh yeah.
And I pick Jimmy at 1 and Cody at 2.
Okay. So and I feel like the Iron Man of the Royal Rumble match this year, I actually am going with the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. I feel like he's going to enter early and he's going to make a big impression in the Royal Rumble match. Honestly, I watched a video that he posted on social media today. He makes a good argument as to why you would actually vote for him, Drew McIntyre, to be the winner of the Royal Rumble match. I'm not, but I could see him potentially being in the end of the match anyways.
I got 2 picks to win.
Who do you got, John?
For the Iron Man,
Is
I
it Iron
have
Man?
adrenaline in my soul, something, Cody Rhodes.
How could he forget his lyrics or
He
something?
doesn't. That's a whole joke.
Oh.
I like that pick, though. I will say that.
I think Shinsuke
And
or Cody.
entrant number 30. For me, I'm actually going with the man who kicked off the Royal Rumble match last year. The Intercontinental Champion himself, the Ring General, Gunther.
Whose title reign should end.
What do you got at number 30, John?
At number 30, I have the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre.
Oh,
I'll go Big E.
you think Big E?
Yeah. I want him so bad. He's been gone for almost 2 years.
It has been almost a year.
2 years too long.
And speaking of Big E, he is my surprise return from injury to be in the Royal Rumble match.
That is a
I think
very good
that
pick.
you'll get a little Imperium and New Day. Yeah, I got Imperium and New Day going at it during the Rumble match, and then the clock counts down as Imperium's got the upper hand. New Day, and Big E makes his return to help out his New Day brethren.
You say.
Who do you got, John?
See,
doubt
I
it'll
got
happen,
one of
but
my
I'd love to see
favorite
Big E's return
wrestlers.
anyway.
My favorite wrestlers. I mean, it's got to be. It's gonna hit 0, and you're gonna hit. It's a shameful thing. Sheamus.
Haha, Sheamus.
I pick Rey Mysterio.
Yes, I could do. I could see Rey Mysterio in there as well. So NXT star. Oh dang, I'm gonna change that. Easy. Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, so easy. I got my pick already too.
So
I got it.
the
for
reason
like
I
2
didn't choose
What do you
Carmelo,
got, John?
I didn't choose Carmelo because he's been on SmackDown a lot, so I figured I'm not going to use him as the NXT pick. And see, I thought I was set on who I had going from NXT, and then SmackDown happened. And then I got thinking, could they use Trick?
Right.
But then I thought, no, it's got to be Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker.
Hey, you stole my pick.
I feel like, honestly, I've seen it on social media, and I feel like it's what they should do. Braun Breaker should get the spot that was supposed to be Brock Lesnar. And I also feel like Braun Breaker could be the one to face Gunther, potentially, at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. Because Breaker was the last one to defeat Gunther clean on WWE TV in a singles match. In Gunther's last NXT match.
Oh my god! That was like a year ago or two or something.
So speaking of, she mentioned Rey Mysterio. That brought up my whole memory of remembering who I was going to originally pick for this.
Rey Mysterio.
For Return to Company, I wrote down somebody else, but it's not who I actually am going with.
Who?
I wrote down Ty Dillinger, aka Sean Spears, because he has teased it. But my actual real pick is not him. It'd be a certain El Idolo. Andrade returning to the WWE in the Royal Rumble match. Now, what I feel like could happen there, and I mentioned this with Eddie when we did our week in review last week, I think Andrade is going to return and is going to turn his back on Rey Mysterio and the LWO and join Legado.
How dare him!
To even up the odds in those two factions.
Okay, if that happens, I'm throwing my phone out the window.
7 people watching. If you guys got picks, put any predictions out there for us.
7 people?
Supposedly, yeah. So who you got as your return to the company, John?
See, this is a... Oh, jeez. I have 2 people in my head, and one of them is Andrade. And that's what I thought was the easy one.
Uh-huh.
So...
Right.
I went with someone who knows Carlito very well. And let's just say getting this guy into the Rumble would be a masterpiece. I'm going Chris Masters.
Oh! Wow. That would be interesting. It has been quite a while since we've seen him in WWE. Big storyline going in NWA, I believe, so. Chris Adonis.
I mean, it could be a one-off.
You're right.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
So we got a comment here. Andrew Coral says I got MJF as a surprise entrant.
Wow. I also want AJ.
And he also says, I'm assuming this is somebody that you know, he has Punk and Bayley winning the Royal Rumble matches.
Okay, I guess I should punch them all then. Bayley's master plan has went perfectly so far.
So now you got Masters. That would be interesting to see him return. Maybe off like you said. WWE debut. This kind of plays into what I mentioned earlier, was kind of a spoiler as to the Royal Rumble matches. I feel like the WWE debut is going to be Impact Wrestling or a TNA, superstar. A former Impact Wrestling World Champion.
Oh, God.
Josh Alexander, I feel like, could potentially show up in the Royal Rumble to make his WWE debut.
No. I don't know what guy could make his debut. Thank you.
You like that pick, John?
I do like that pick, but that's not who I have.
Or was that your pick too?
Nope.
Oh, okay. What do you got?
So there was a certain person in another company whose contract ended either yesterday or the day before. And I came across this person this morning. I think we're going to get someone who has ties to the Bullet Club. Was in New Japan. I think we're going to get, let me get his name right. Because knowing me, I'm going to say it backwards. Tama Tonga.
Oh, yeah. I like that pick.
I don't have a pick because I don't know who's gonna do
Andrew
it.
I like that pick too.
Mr. Kennedy. It's who it would be in WWE.
Mr. Perfect.
Not Mr. Anderson. Kennedy.
Well, I mean, if Impact's heavily evolved.
Mr. Perfect.
Well, yeah, but Anderson's not in Impact. He's in NWA. Blessings there says I got Cody and Liv Morgan, if not Jay and Rhea Ripley. Well, Rhea's not going to be in the Women's Rumble, so.
Sorry to break it to
No.
you.
No, but Rhea could be in the men's.
What?
Potentially, I mean, or whether women have done it. So.
Nia Jax was in the man.
Yeah. So it's China and Karma and
The
What's it?
Glamazon.
I don't know. That one girl.
yeah, I was gonna say Beth Phoenix wasn't she? Yeah, because she eliminated Great Khali.
Oh, I know. Oh, I forgot. I want Trish and Lita back.
Cody and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan would be a good pick to win the Rumble, and then go on to main event against Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania.
If that happens,
Gotta
I'm going
admit
to be
that
so
would be
upset.
nice. But
Oh, you know it'd be even better.
yeah, because it'd be your girl versus your wife's girl.
No, but I
At
would have
WrestleMania.
picked it though.
Okay.
I know. Andrew says I got R-Truth winning, then beating Rollins, then letting Priest cash in his money in the bank.
What the? This
Now
man
that's
messed
booking
up.
at its finest.
Could happen. Right? All right. Now into our OMG fantasy pick. He was mentioned earlier, and there was rumors of potentially his contract being up with the company he's in. But my pick would be Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
Yeah, but he likes to cheat. Cheat? He likes to tease people.
Yep. Who do you
Well,
got, John?
There's a person whose contract's not up yet. I believe it ends in February, but they could do a one-off, or even just one-off and then bring him back in for Mania. I gotta go with Okada.
Ooh, yeah, the Rainmaker. There's talks of him potentially showing up in WWE. So. And rumor was that he'd be showing up in NXT first, but who knows?
I'm not too sure about that.
All right. So then we got those out the way.
Washed away. On
Now who we got for winning the Royal Rumble match? Surprise return of Dean? Yeah, sure. Blessings in maybe our dreams, but
One day. One day.
AKA John Moxley isn't leaving AEW anytime soon. Maybe one day.
You know, how am I supposed to pick? Oh, I know. I got it. I got 3.
So, as we mentioned for the women's, this men's field is wide open, I feel like, as well. Any of these guys could win the Royal Rumble match. Dean's my uncle, he told me. You could make a case for 5 or 6 of these guys pictured here, in my opinion. Oh, Andrew says his OMG pick would be Corey Graves to enter the Rumble match. Leave the broadcast booth to get in the Rumble.
Is he sure about that? He's just the fodder.
Yeah, I'd say 5 guys out of these guys pictured here. You could make an argument for them winning the Royal Rumble match. 4 of them in a single row, obviously, but we've read the rumors of potentially the guys that could. When it comes down to it, I feel like there's only one person there who should win the Royal Rumble match.
I know who you're gonna pick.
Who am I gonna pick, Hobie?
CM Punk.
You're damn right. I got the straight edge superstar himself, CM Punk, winning the men's Royal Rumble match.
And then going on to face either Seth or Roman. Probably Seth, though. With their issues on.
But I think that Kofi might win it all. He might, but I doubt that.
Dude, have you not
Andrew
seen
agrees
him?
with me, thinks it'll be Punk.
Have you not seen him the past, 2 years failing? He tries to not get eliminated, and he's failed the past 2 years.
He's failed his saves the last
2.
All right.
Eddie also picked CM Punk, by the way. Who do you got, John?
Here's my dilemma. Do I take the easy point, or do I risk it all with who I want to see win it? I think you know which 2 people it's between right now.
It's okay. I'm going to mention that there's somebody else who I think could potentially win it as well that's not pictured, but I won't say who yet.
I'm going to go with my gut. He won
Go ahead,
last
John.
year.
Keep going.
He's going to enter it at 1. He's going all the way and eliminating Punk at the end. I think Cody gets it and becomes the 4th person to win back-to-back.
I could kind of see that because they have played it off. That is part of the by the numbers video that they played this year. They mentioned that Cody could be the first one since Stone Cold to go back-to-back. They've kind of played it up.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wow. I'm surprised that person mentioned that, but I could see Cody potentially winning. However, if it's not Punk, I feel like there's actually only one other person that would potentially win the Royal Rumble match. I know there's supposedly Gunther might be going on to face Seth Rollins, but I don't feel like Gunther is actually going to win the Rumble. If it's not Punk, I don't think it'll be Cody either, unfortunately. I could see him playing it up, like I said, your scenario. If this is really closing out the show, the rumored match for Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, the great one, The Rock,
Johnson,
would be my other pick to win the Royal Rumble match tonight.
And then Roman wins.
Yep, Roman wins a fatal 4-way. Roman goes on to face his cousin for the Undisputed Universal Championship at WrestleMania, which doesn't need the title, but
who drops the bomb on his own cousin.
That's my opinion on it.
I got 2. I got Punk and Sheamus.
Andrew says he thinks it'll be Cody and Punk in the end, and McIntyre. Then McIntyre will get eliminated by Cody. McIntyre gets mad and gets Cody eliminated.
So he's saying Drew lost Cody.
Wouldn't guarantee that Rock hasn't signed a contract yet with him. Blessings says Undertaker's winning it all. I don't see Undertaker in there.
A win, not like this.
I mean, the Undertaker's in town, but he's not going to be in the Rumble. I don't feel it.
But can't they at least show him on TV if he's going to be there?
Probably not. He's been in there for others. Michelle McCool probably will be in the Women's Royal Rumble, but we'll see. She says they haven't called her yet to be in it. That's like 2 days ago, but just because she says that on social media doesn't mean nothing.
It what's so funny when her music hit and she was like,
When she was sitting in the crowd with her kids last year.
and then she gives her jacket to her kid and just jumps over the barricade.
Yeah.
I know it's starting the show.
Anywho, it should be a fun show, and we'll see if The Rock actually shows up and wins the men's Royal Rumble since it's closing out the show, or if Cody or Punk kind of lead into finishing their story, or perhaps what Sports Illustrated posted is true and Gunther manages to win the Royal Rumble to go on to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Nope.
We'll see. I say we don't need that, but
Yeah, we don't. He doesn't need double title, dude.
We don't need Hogan versus the Warrior again.
Or the Road. Oh, you mean that is Hogan versus Warrior, just without the titles, by the way.
Yep.
I do want to see Cody versus Punk at some point, but not this year at WrestleMania.
Maybe next year.
Maybe. The Rock and
Survivor
Solo will
Series.
join forces.
Oh, geez.
That could. Survivor Series? Yeah, I'd take Punk versus Cody at Survivor Series. Punk and Bailey or Punk and Lynch. Yeah. I feel like that's my other pick for the women's match is Becky. If Bailey doesn't win, I got Becky.
Oh my god. That would be
If
so
Bailey
good.
doesn't
But
win,
here's what I'm thinking. My reason for picking CM Punk. If Bailey doesn't win, what?
hello,
Bailey?
Go ahead, finish that before I finish my.
hello, Liv.
Oh, Liv? Yeah.
Okay, your favorite girl.
Maybe Priest will try to cash in after Roman. Well,
He could.
if Priest was smart, but I don't know because Priest is going to be getting ready for the Rumble match too. So,
And Priest is
but my reasoning for picking Punk here is I feel like Cody is going to go on. They'll probably do like an Elimination Chamber match since Elimination Chamber is the next event.
At 5 in the morning.
Yes, it starts at 5 a.m. Eastern time.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like Cody will go on, be in the Elimination Chamber match, and they'll have whoever wins that goes on to face Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania. I feel like Cody's going to be the one to win the Elimination Chamber, punching his ticket to face Roman Reigns and get the rematch from last year.
It would be so good if Becky versus Mommy would be, or the man versus Mommy would be so good.
Andrew says, I don't think Liv will win.
Rude. She literally got.
None of us think Liv technically is going to win, so.
Just my backup plan.
Well,
But that would be the only way I could really see Cody without winning the Royal Rumble. Without winning the Royal Rumble, that's the only way I can see Cody getting back to Roman Reigns, as if he wins an Elimination Chamber match to determine who will face Roman.
I think the Elimination Chamber is going to be on the Raw side. Find out who takes on Rollins at Mania.
Potentially. It could. We'll see.
Let's not.
It depends on whether Cody wins or Punk wins, because I could see Cody easily picking Roman over Seth to face at WrestleMania. So
Yeah, isn't Seth and Cody kind of good?
Seth and Cody would be okay, but the reason is because Cody still wants to finish his story of winning the WWE Championship, not the world title.
I want to say just make it a match where they can't get involved, but that doesn't ever do. Yeah.
No, because the Bloodline still gets involved.
To do a match where if the Bloodline gets involved, Roman loses his titles automatically.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Sure. Sure.
No, it doesn't.
He never wins cleanly.
Once in a blue moon, he does.
Once in a blue moon. He hasn't won cleanly in like 75.
Punk versus Rollins at Mania and Cody versus Roman. That is hopefully still the plan. That was originally the plan at one point in time, from what it sounded like. Hopefully it still is.
Please not the other one that I've seen. Well, maybe, but not there.
All the promos leading up to the Royal Rumble, though, we Punk and Drew and Cody and Punk were outstanding. And I think they helped build this Royal Rumble up probably better than any Royal Rumble we've seen in a long time. Bayley versus Io and Rhea versus Becky at Mania. Yes.
We need
That's
it.
happening. Becky wins the Elimination Chamber. I can see that too.
Oh,
I also
Well, I
think
will-
Trish Stratus might show up in the Royal Rumble match too.
and Lita.
Maybe.
So 2 more surprises we could get in the men's Royal Rumble. Just because, you know, he's back on the he's on the booth, he's commentating. But could we all of a sudden hit 0 and you hear, I'm afraid I got some bad news?
Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I
Or
got
maybe
some
Cody's
bad.
about to get
I wouldn't be
eliminated.
surprised to have the clock hit 0 in here.
Maybe Cody's about to get eliminated,
Wade
and then
Barrett
Ted
makes it.
DiBiase's there.
No.
Oh, man. Well,
Hey, he's too
no,
old.
it hits 0 and you hear, "Let's go!" Pat McAfee makes his return in the Royal Rumble match.
No, not in the Royal Rumble. Before the Women's Royal Rumble, he shows up like he did last year.
No, there's no fun in doing the same thing as a year ago.
But it made Corey so happy.
Yes, it did. But
He's like,
well, let me
I
give you.
didn't know about this. He's like, I didn't know anything about this.
I mean, Wade Barrett could easily be in the Rumble. He is there, I'm sure, on the kickoff panel right now that the pre-show's on.
Nobody cares about the pre-show.
All right,
We turn
we
it
have
on here
not
in
talked
a minute
about
or
a certain
two when this
person
gets over.
because there's a very good chance that it'll hit 0, the buzzer will happen, and you get the DX music, and out comes X-Pac.
Yeah.
He's in his 50s. I don't
A
think
lot
he
of
can
people. He's in really good shape. And he says the himself, Sean Waltman, has on social media that he can go. So still competes every once in a while.
Yeah, but he's
We'll
gonna
see.
break his back.
He isn't gonna break his back.
But he's old.
He's younger than Sting. So don't give me he's old shit.
He's only 63 Stingers.
Yes, Sting still wrestles, so there's no reason people younger than him can't.
Okay.
Especially when it's just a Royal Rumble match where you come in, you hit a couple moves, and then you get eliminated.
Like, well, not really like that, but like Nia Jax did last year.
Nia's a completely.
They messed up her entrance. She comes out, gets in the ring, gets eliminated by like 15 girls.
I think it was 11, but still.
Okay, 11, whatever.
Anywho, it's Rumble season,
Tomorrow will be
which means it's also the start to the road to WrestleMania.
Yay! Finally, it only took 1,500 minutes.
That should be interesting to see who pops up where and who walks out victorious and is starting down the road as champions and challengers going forward as we head towards WrestleMania, of course. A couple months away still, but the beginning towards that starts today.
3 months.
And like you said, it'll be interesting to see if, since Brock's not going to be there,
If
Braun Breaker or who exactly will get thrown in with Gunther, since Gunther was supposed to originally be facing Brock Lesnar at some point. Some people figure. Or will Gunther be the one to win the Royal Rumble and go on to face Seth Rollins? We have many questions. Just have to wait another hour, a little under an hour, to see the start of the Royal Rumble event to find out some of our answers to begin taking shape.
can't we just like hurry their clock up and then just say it works like that?
Any other surprises or anything you think is going to happen at the Royal Rumble tonight, John?
Oh, I got one. Melina.
There's
Not
a few other
necessarily in the matches.
Well, there's a few other NXT spots I could see. I mean, a couple other wrestlers that could have the resume to be one of those options, and one that might shock a little people, but she's had a good run lately. Fallon Henley.
Oh, yeah, I'd be fine with Fallon getting a shot in the Women's Rumble.
It was so funny when she made Tiffany fall in the water.
She didn't make Tiffany fall in the water. Tiffany did it to herself.
And they just laughed at her and walked on out of there.
She told him to leave.
So
they did.
She was stuck in there. And got horse manure all over her fancy clothes.
Yes, she did.
That's so gross.
I did talk to Eddie today, and he said he won't believe who he found in New York. He found a Tom and Nick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, did
Tom
he?
and Nick Mysterio.
Were their last names Mysterio too?
I believe so. That's what our truth says.
Right?
Our truth is 15. Looks like he's 30.
Yes, we know.
Well, I
our
hope
truth is quarantining at the 19th spot. Thank you. Does this mean I have to go into quarantine? It's your entry number. Oh, okay.
Right?
He might not be the best wrestler, but he is one funny guy.
I was like, oh, maybe he got 19.
That is true. Very true. And I'm sure he'll have a hilarious spot in the Rumble match tonight.
I'll probably try to eliminate Priest. And Priest is like, what are you doing?
Well, we know that's going to happen between people nonetheless.
Rhea Ripley's going to knock him out on his way out and take his spot.
Our truth?
Yep.
Yeah, I could see that could happen. Something could happen where, of course, we get the infamous Our Truth, my bad spot.
My bad.
I mean, it wouldn't be a match without our truth doing that.
I know. All right.
Our truth. What's up?
You think Valhalla's going to be in the Rumble?
24/7 title too many times.
He held the said Wikipedia's turns out to be true. That Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupree are both in it, and then yes, I'm sure Valhalla.
Because she's just a manager, basically, because all she does is stand there and yell at people.
She wrestles too. She's a wrestler before she was ever a manager.
Yep, she was a member of the
The
Riot Squad.
Yeah, she was a member of the Riot Squad.
She has a baby. She's the only one out of the 3 who has a baby.
Yes, she's the only one of the 3 Riot Squad members that has a baby.
What do you think? You think Bo Dallas will
and I don't think
tonight?
That's tough because I've seen reports that when he does come back, it won't be as Bo Dallas and it won't be as Uncle Howdy.
What do you mean?
It'll be as his actual name. So
what is his actual name?
He'll just have to wait.
Something Rotunda.
That's what he shows up.
That's
Difficult to say.
He said there were reports that he could maybe turn at like.
Hard to tell if he'll return tonight or not. We'll see. I know it's one of my favorite events of the year, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how things turn out tonight.
Me too. My second favorite is WrestleMania.
Yeah,
The
that's
Rumble is always
my
the
main
best
favorite is
pay-per-view.
WrestleMania. That'll always be the favorite.
I think they need to build it.
Yeah, one of the top ones anyway.
We could get Mickey James since her husband Nick Aldis is on there and he hates Austin Theory and Waller.
Yeah, he definitely likes.
If Cora
See you
Jade
next-
not re-hurt herself, she would definitely be in the Women's Rumble.
He
100%.
said, I hate you. Or no.
What's that?
If Cora Jade didn't re-hurt herself, she'd definitely be in the Women's
Oh,
Rumble.
I got another person.
Oh yeah, I definitely would have seen Cora Jade in there if she wouldn't have gotten injured.
I'm another NXT pick person on the Royal Rumble, the women's one. Roxanne.
Yeah, we already said Roxanne. John said Roxanne Perez.
Well, she's been going even more psycho and more psycho and more psycho every week, so why not?
I mean, she's not as psycho as Tatum Paxley. That's a psycho.
That's very true.
I said they remind me of Nikki and Trish.
Yes. The whole Tatum Paxley Lyra Valkyria thing is reminiscent of Trish and Nikki.
So Eddie's not
Now we
watching the
just have
Rumble till
to find
tomorrow.
Lila Valkyria on French if she can type.
He's not. Well, I guess
Yeah,
I
because
won't say nothing in the group chat. If I see anything that I want to comment on, I'll just message you directly on Facebook.
that's my plan to message you directly too.
Okay.
Why? He can watch miss it.
Yep.
Well, he can watch it after.
You will tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Only a day away.
That it is. All right.
So what day is Chamber on?
Anyway, I'll be planning on hopefully next week. I hadn't asked it yet. I gotta look it up again. The Elimination Chamber is on February.
Something.
Yep, February something.
February something at 5 a.m. Why? 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 It's too early. My eye itches.
So it's February 24th.
Wait, what?
Saturday, February 24th.
Oh,
In
Saturday.
Perth, Australia.
I would say you have to work that day, but you probably took it.
I took that day off.
Well, I have the
There's
Saturday.
no way I
off.
wouldn't take that day off with how early that show is going to be on.
Gonna stay up until 5 in the morning?
I just worked till 10, the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
I'd have to stay up till like. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You're gonna be up all night long.
Hey, when I get home, I mean, depending
I'll
on how
ask you
late you
that
stay
later.
up.
There, but
Depending on how late you stay up on the 23rd, hell, we could do a night podcast.
it's very possible. I'm sure I'll still be up after you got work that night. So
I mean, yeah, because
I'll be up until after the show's over, probably.
Yeah, because I get off at 10. I'll be back home by 10:30, 10:45 at the latest.
I have to say I watched Rampage on Friday night, so I'd probably start the show at 11ish. So
That works. I'll be able to get home, get something to eat, be ready to go.
There you go.
Perfect.
All right. There is something I want to ask you when we go off the air, though, John. Hypothetical thing, not to do with wrestling wise, though.
Gotcha.
But I think we're going to end this here. I have nobody else in the comments. I'm looking to hopefully do my weekend review show, possibly with Eddie, if he's available, next weekend, some point, Saturday, Sunday, something like that. Post it later. Otherwise, hope everybody enjoys the Royal Rumble matches and the show itself tonight. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
I'm so excited. I just wish the time already.
It's almost there. We got 4 minutes.
Too long.
Is it going to play? Maybe.
Hello?
You are a sweet dream, but things aren't what they seem. So I let you go and dream for a while. Wow, child, you got me coming out of exile. Baby girl, you know I'm liking your stuff. You're gonna get my love today.